Hey guys, Dr. Scott Stiffey again. I was just going to send out a video today. I had a patient yesterday that he came in and he just had a amputation of his right foot, and pretty much half of his foot they had to remove. And basically why he had to do that was because, you know, his blood sugar was very high. He was not doing all the right things that he should have done. He was taking his medication, but, you know, he was not watching his diet like he should. He was eating probably too many processed foods, too many processed carbohydrates. He was not taking some good supplements that would help his body work better. And he ended up having one of the worst consequences you could have. And, you know, the scary thing of it is if he doesn't take care of that, it can end up, you know, possibly even having to get more removed. Like, I've had patients that have had it all the way up to their knees and both legs. Luckily, this is just one, and he can, you know, still walk and everything like that. I've had patients in wheelchairs that have had to do that. And also, he had a lot of neuropathy in his feet. And so, I guess what bothers me about it is, I know I could have helped him more if he would have followed through with my plan. And I know it's not always easy, because we do ask you to make some certain dietary changes, and we're going to have you take supplements and different things like that. And I know a lot of people don't really like doing some of those things, especially the diet, you know. I get it. But sometimes I think you have to realize what could happen if you don't follow through with a good plan like that. And the stuff that we do is based on research. It's based on not just me telling you something, but this is I'm in networks with doctors. Some of the most successful doctors in the United States are friends of mine, and I ask those doctors for information. I ask those doctors for advice on tough cases. And plus, I'm in a bunch of like networking and mastermind type groups with some very successful doctors all throughout the United States and some other countries as well. And so I guess my main thing today is just it's very eye-opening, and it made me very sad that I did not help him more. But there's nothing I can do if they're not going to follow through, like with a treatment plan and the different dietary modifications that, you know, we recommend. I would love to be able to help him more, and I think what we're going to do now is we're going to start a treatment plan, and we're going to work on different things to help make his body healthier. And we're going to work on his neuropathy, and we're going to work on his diet, and I'm going to give him some different supplements that should help him become a lot more healthy. And we're going to try to prevent. And for one thing too, he's got a lot of pain in that amputated limb. So there's things we're going to have to do to help with that pain. And then we're also going to try to make sure that he doesn't have to get any more removed from the other foot or even that right leg. And so I just want to, you know, anybody out there that has high blood sugar, anybody that has neuropathy, please take care of it. And, you know, just taking gabapentin for the rest of your life, that's not going to do much. He was taking all the medicine that he was prescribed. He didn't, that's not one of the things he didn't do. He took all the medicine that he was prescribed. So, and it didn't do him any good. You know, he spent 2 weeks in the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota before they actually did the amputation. So I'm just saying, you know, there's a lot of things that you can do that can help your body, so this type of thing doesn't happen. It's like I said, I don't know if you've ever seen anyone that this has happened to. Unfortunately, I've had a lot of patients in this situation. Most of them come to me after they've already had something like that happen. And we'd worked on him a couple years ago, and then I hadn't seen him for probably, I don't know, 2 years, something like that. And he came in and tells me about this story. And I mean, it didn't just happen one day. You know, this was a long drawn out, probably over a 6-month period. But that's just, you know, it's very scary, but that's the reality. That's what can happen if you don't take care of your health, if you don't take care of your body. Everyone always thinks, you know, nothing's going to happen, and like, you know, so I listened to a very good book by Jim Rohn yesterday. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but if not, please look up Jim Rohn, R-O-H-N. He's passed away now, but he's one of the best speakers of all time, I think. He was Tony Robbins' mentor. But anyway, he was talking about, you know, an apple a day, what? Keeps the doctor away, right? So everyone knows that. Eating an apple is easy. But you know what? Eating a Snickers bar is easy too. So are you going to eat an apple a day, or are you going to eat a Snickers bar a day? And if you eat it once, no big deal, right? Shouldn't really be any problem. But then if you eat it the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, what happens 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now? Then we've got a major problem. And this is what happens is, you know, people don't go out and just one day, oh, I ate something and now I'm super sick. No, that's not what happens. It's something that compounds over time, and, you know, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, then someone is really, really sick. And then it's so much harder to help them when they're almost too far gone. And sometimes they are almost too far gone. I mean, basically, I think there's always something we can do, you know, until someone is basically passed away. But if you're too far gone, it is much more difficult to bring that back than someone that's kind of right on the edge, or someone that's kind of starting to go down a bad path. We can help them a lot easier. So anyway, I know this is a long video. I was only going to do a couple minutes, but and I may do some more videos on this topic because it really is eye-opening. It's scary, and you really feel for those people that have had things like this happen. And you know, like I said, it's not one of those things. It's not like they're just going out doing all these crazy things, but it's just small things that have happened over time, and then it ends up being a really big problem. And so anyway, like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. But please, if you have high blood sugar, there's a lot of things you can do naturally to help that. There's a lot of different types of diets that can help make your body a lot healthier. There's a lot of different supplements that we can do that will get you in a lot better position and a lot more healthy. So anyway, if you have any questions, either drop me a message below or give us a call.